Jeez Louise. Alright, it's important that you replace your bushings. That is disgusting. That thing is absolutely gross. That is the loosest rubber ever. Kind of Scotch-Brite this up. Put in the new one. This damn thing is looking freaking as good as ever. So next on the list, I have to take the valve covers off. We have to do some modification to the crossovers and then paint these the same color as that. So these will be nice and soft just like that. And I think I will go ahead and we will be doing my intercooler piping in the same color. So we're gonna do a full wrinkle black engine bay with some accent colors. And we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try to get away from the polished look. So, wink, wink. I ordered a new turbo, guys. It'll be here soon, and I think we're gonna be doing that turbo in the same color. We're gonna be doing wrinkle black on it. All right, I gotta go get some paint though. I used a whole freaking can of wrinkle black on this. It does look good, and I'm sure it's gonna be durable. Yeah, baby. Got this thing painted. And look at that, I built that head like 4 years ago, and it is still brand new. Look at that. Solid buckets, BC276 cams, and them ARP625, which I can't even freaking see. Then put a new oil filter housing on. My last one got smoked by that rod when I threw a rod like years ago. Don't really like the red, but it'll at least be hidden. So blocks painted. Got the whole front of this engine all cleaned up. The alternator is actually all cleaned up too. And I'm patiently waiting for this thing to dry, because it's taking its sweet time. So yeah, I'm probably gonna just spray it with something else that is not that satin black, because this is taking forever to dry. Alright, so this thing is a little bit confusing with all the different kind of bolts, because there's metric and standard. But I think I got this thing all mounted up. There's a dowel pin here, but there's not one over there, so it's a little bit of alarming. I'm not entirely sure if that's okay. But we're gonna see, I guess. Next step, put the gearbox on. Alright, so got the engine in there. The transmission, we're gonna have to figure out some way to mount it. I think I might end up having to do like a custom deal. This is my mount for my R154. May have to cut it and then just build something off of it, which isn't a big deal. But we got the wrinkle black parts on there, and it's looking real nice. Really, really nice. Since the bay's all painted black, it's a lot better than it was. It's all gloss, so we're looking good. We're looking good. Freaking this process is seems like it's never ending. Alright, so this process is a little bit tedious, but we are to the point now where it's going to be welded to the chassis, the frame rails. So we've got these guys right here that I have made. These little plates here will weld to the actual rails. I come right over here and look. I've got a spot right here grinded down to metal. And my plan here is to weld this guy just like this. Freaking sleeve. So weld just like this, and then there will be one on the other side, and then I don't know what I did with the rod. Right here we got this rod that's really, really thick that will go from one side to the other. First off, I want to say I'm sorry that I wasn't under here to film all this, but it's kind of a stressful area, not very much room. But I do in fact have it. You can see, these aren't tight or anything, but it's exactly perfect. Pop this bolt out here. Pop this bolt out here, and the whole thing comes down. Next, got to do the little brace. Be coming from here to the tube, and then kind of support it. Get some side brackets made for it. And then the transmount will be finished. Alright, so now that this thing is all ready to go, I got the support here. I got it tacked on there. I used my MIG welder to tack it, and I'm going to TIG weld it. So we got these hang off here. Once I get this welded up nice on all sides here, I will trim this off on both sides, like all the way around. We'll get it to where I can weld it and get some decent weld on there. And then, once we're ready, I've got these chunks here, which I will weld up onto the side, so that way we have a brace to support on both sides, and I'll weld it all the way around. But first things first, gotta weld this, try to not put too much heat in it, so that way we don't warp it, but it should be good. Let's get some weld on here. Get out of here, LED. So there we go, we got it mounted up. We've got this section here put on. It's welded all the way around. Now I'm gonna take it back off now. It's all the way in there. The bolts are in there and everything. So I've got this welded all the way around. But now I'm going to put on the side pieces. And I did go ahead and I trimmed it off. I used my dang it, why am I having a brain fart? That is a bandsaw. I'm using my bandsaw. What is wrong with me? So, weld it all the way around. I use my bandsaw to trim it off. So we got straight edges on both sides here. I'm going to put those braces along the side, and then I'm going to get them to where it's actually supported nicely, so that way all the weight of the transmission isn't sitting right here and then just breaks it off. That's not what we want. So I'm going to put walls up here, so that we'll have walls, and then I can still get to the bolts. God, this thing is freaking beautiful. so she's painted, ready to go. I got the mounts underneath the car all painted also. So I'm gonna call this the end of the video. I successfully built a whole transmission mount for the Th400 in my car from scratch, and it looks really, really good. I'm just super stoked that this thing was a one-shot done. I didn't have to do any rework. It's great. But yeah, end of this video, guys. Follow along, man. This is very tedious. Got a lot more stuff to do to this car before it's ready. But that's it, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.